Hello, welcome to another episode of the GNPS. It's your boy, Vanwangalego Tugela, Owel Tugela, Ngenyawo. I'm kidding, man. I rolled it. Anyways, we're out here willing up banana. You know what it is, man. It's another episode of the GNPS. And as always, I'm humming it. You know, I always have interesting and very motivational people you could learn from. They are good at what they do. Take my word for it. That's why they're sitting here. Sitting across me is my next guest. His name is Ndawo.
Yeah, my G.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, my G.
Well, mina ngiyakwazi udume ngani.
Yeah.
Yebo. Ngicela utshela abantu abangazi ukuthi uNewo uma ungakazi njengamanje.
Yeah.
Ukuthi uNewo ubani.
So basically, Ndawo is a singer, songwriter, producer, engineer, auto-tune singer, that is. Yeah, basically, man, that's what I'm about, man. Born in Eastern Cape, but came through to Durban around, I think like 2000 or something, if not 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for like most of my childhood, I've been in Eastern Cape and the South Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was life growing up in the Eastern Cape? Which part of the Eastern Cape were you? Did you grow up?
In Flagstaff, bro.
Okay.
In Flagstaff, that's like before Lucy, Siggy, and all the other stuff. Yeah.
Shout out to Flagstaff.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, by the way.
Yeah, life is very, very, very different compared to like Durban, and things are very slow there, and but I was very fortunate because I was like one of those kids that I was in boarding school, so.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I was
which boarding school?
In Harding.
Okay.
Close to Potchefstroom.
Oh,
and
you used to travel back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth. So it was Harding, Potchefstroom, and I was also in Potchefstroom Senior Primary, Ryder House, the boarding school there. So most of my time, if I'm not like in boarding school, holidays, I'm in Eastern Cape. Yeah, so I was better like exposed to like the rural side of things and like, you know, the urban side of things. So when I was just like that kid in between.
I was in the same position.
Yeah.
You know what my mother used to say when I was going to school?
Yeah.
He used to tell me, okay, I'm sending you to that school to get a better education, but when you come back home, leave that education. There was a bridge, bizok to Mzinyat.
Yeah.
And then whenever you're going back, you pick it up from there.
You pick it up
back
from
to
there.
school.
Yeah, but G.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like life there, bro. Like for me, with like my dad used to listen to like a lot of music, and my mom's used to listen to like gospel. So with regards to music in my early life, they're like I didn't like subconsciously. My dad used to play music all the time. Like I didn't understand why. I was just like, okay, he's just playing his music.
Yeah, it's something
That's
that
it.
goes on in the house.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And so in my early childhood, I loved soccer. So that was my thing, just soccer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now we won't come on just like a claritis.
Yeah, I'm out. Very. So for most of my childhood life, man, I was just like, if I'm not in boarding school, I'm in Flagstaff. Yeah, that was basically it. Back and forth like that.
So basically, the music influence comes from your parents just playing music.
Yeah, just playing music. And at that time, I didn't know.
That
Subconsciously, yes.
You had a thing for music.
Yeah, I had a thing for music. I didn't know. But like, little did they know, they were planting a seed actually for me to like in the future. It's actually like, you know, discover that for myself. So not that they wanted me to do it, but like.
So when does Neo realize that, I want to try out this music thing?
It was in high school, bro. I was in high school. Because the funny thing is, in high school, I did a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Like from basketball, soccer, hockey, volleyball, badminton. So I was just that guy.
I mean, that's the curse of being tall. Like
you know what I mean?
When you have height, people just think that the only thing you're good at is just running, chasing a ball somewhere.
Coaches would come up to me like, dude, what do you play? Do you play soccer? Yeah. So that was that, bro. So with regards to like the music, so I was playing a lot of soccer, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I went to Ridgeview, with the homie. So we're visiting some random dude, or just getting movies. Right?
This is when?
I think this was in 2006,
Okay.
late 2006. Yeah. So we rock up to this guy's crib, and this guy had Fruity Loops on his screen. But at that time, I didn't know what was Fruity Loops. Yeah.
What's
So
going
we walk
on?
in. It was actually by accident. We walk in. This dude's about to come out. He's like, okay, I just want to get the movies. And then I ask him like, yo, dude, what's that? It's like, nah, it's Fruity Loops, something to make beats, and like, you know what I mean. So I'm like, luckily I had a USB. So I'm like, yo, dude, can you just put this in my USB? I'll just figure it out myself.
Yeah.
You know. And at that time, I thought to make a song, I was still not like exposed and well aware of like a lot of things. I thought to make a song, you need a big studio, you need like a band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't like
you had
exposed to
the
like the
vision
internet
of-
like that. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I just give me this software, I'll figure it out myself. And at that time, my mom's recently bought me a PC, so it was just like filled with movies, nothing hectic like that. So I got the software. Like the following day, I went back to Malvern. I swear to God, for like 4 nights straight, I didn't sleep. Just at it. Self-taught. I didn't know what to do. Like I just felt like,
Wait now, what are you
Yeah.
doing when you open this thing?
like
How do you know what's where, or you just like
okay. As soon as I installed it, obviously they have like the demo songs,
yeah
right? So they have like the demo songs that come with the software. So I played the demo songs, right, just to see how everything is put, how they arrange everything together, and how they put everything. So from there, I just had to figure out myself how to actually do it,
yeah
and just started going. Like as like the days got by, okay, I started figuring out some stuff, start getting better at this, start getting better at that. Like it took me about like almost like 5 months to actually do a proper beat that I can be like, okay, you know what?
I can make someone listen to this.
Yes. It took me 3 months to do a beat, but like to do a beat where I can make somebody listen to was like 5 months or something like that. And yeah, from there on, man. And then the following year, and then I just decided, okay, you know what? I like this whole beat thing and everything. You know what? Let me just carry on, make it in and all that stuff. But like I was very like, I didn't want anybody to listen to it as yet, you know,
Yeah.
the beats and stuff. Like even my homies, they didn't know I was doing production and all that stuff, you know.
So wait now, this
Yeah.
is just like a secret project that you doing.
Yeah, because I was like, I wasn't as confident at that time with like
Yeah.
the stuff I was making. I could hear that like I'm not there, but like in my mind, I was like, oh, the fact that I was making a beat like almost every 2 days or 3 days, I was like, okay, this is dope,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm not gonna play it to anyone as yet, you know what I mean? So yeah, I started like that, bro, and from
And-
there on, it just
So now wait.
Yeah.
You're moving too fast.
fast forwarding.
So you making beats on your own 5 months
Mm.
before you made a beat that you could say, yo, I'll let somebody hear this. Who
Yeah.
hears that first beat from now?
So
Who's so privileged? Let's cast their name to the universe.
yeah, so in high school, I had like a group of friends.
Yeah.
It was Shane, Bash, and KG. That
Yeah.
was like my circle, you know. They were into house. So bear in mind also, I didn't specify that. Like, what my first beats were hip hop and house, but mostly house.
Oh.
Because like my circle used to listen to a lot of house. So I started with tribal. Most of the songs were just like tribal. I used to listen to a lot of Da Capo, all of the song,
yeah.
Mushroom Boys, you name it, like the Lovebirds, like Black Coffee,
Yeah. Black
like,
Motion.
Black Motion, you name it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so it was a lot of tribal stuff at that time, you know. But the hip hop stuff, I was like, okay, on edge about it.
Yeah.
But like with the tribal stuff, that's like those few songs or few beats I made them listen to. And funny enough, they liked the songs. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, okay,
And
this is something. Yeah.
does-
And
does-
at that time, I was still called Picasso. That was like my DJ house name, you know. So I was Picasso at that time.
You were gonna be DJ Picasso.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I mean,
yeah.
you were the artist. You were producing art.
yeah.
That's what Picasso is known for.
Yeah. So the music was, you know, Fruit Loops was my canvas,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And so now, how long do you keep making these house beats?
For about how long? It was about like 3-4 years. Like
Solid straight.
throughout like high school, I was like doing a lot of house
Yeah.
with hip hop on the side, you know. And then in 2008, so one of the other guys that I was in school with, Pridge, here's my hip hop beats.
Yeah.
Andy was a rapper, obviously, and we used to do ciphers together and all that stuff. So he hears one of the beats, and he jumps on one of the beats. We were recording in, what was this? Hillary,
Yeah.
other friend's studio. So we just decided to form a group, but there was 4 of us. It was me, Pridge, Cubes, and Triple G.
Yeah.
And then we called ourselves D-Flow for Durban Flow.
Oh,
We thought it was a cool name at that time. So
you
it was
you
like,
you guys got all creative with it.
yeah,
I mean,
so Durban Flow.
Yeah.
I was like the producer, the engineer, and also I rap like part-time. I wasn't actually into rapping a lot at that time because they used to handle all of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then from there, how do you know that I can rap as well? You know, I can't just make these beats and let all these niggas just rap and
Yeah, so like over time, obviously, I'd make a lot of beats. You know, not all the beats were gonna get used or
Yeah.
were used. You know, so I just tried like,
you just felt like, yo, my
Let me
work is
just-
going to waste.
yeah, let me just try and jump on one, let me write something and see how it turns out. And yeah, and it started from there. And so whenever the guys do the song, I'd also be on the song.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
I just
this-
started getting used to that. And
I guess the singing also came about the same way.
the singing came very late.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very late. Very, 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 very late.
It was
Because
a-
it takes with rap and singing is 2 different things. Okay, especially when you come from like a rap background, you have
Yeah.
to have a different like level of confidence to sing when you just come from rapping.
True.
Or when you
That's
start
true.
off with like it's a different it's like I can't explain. It's a different type
even
of
when
confidence.
you're singing on a rap song, it's easy. It sounds easy to
But,
do,
like, it's different.
it's-
Yeah, because you get like with old school cats or like very like boom bap type guys.
Yeah.
They still so stubborn about singing because they know it takes a different type of confidence to
Yeah.
actually do it and pull out a note like that or actually try and experiment on something like that.
you know,
Yeah.
that's a. So since you bring that up,
Yeah.
I think when I realized this a while ago is like sometimes I feel like the reason other rappers hate on Drake is because his singing on rap songs it works
Yeah, it definitely works. And
all the time.
yeah, it definitely works. And I feel like with like boom bap and rappers, they have like, how can I explain it? It's like they feel like hip hop should be just this one
Yeah,
thing.
it's just rigid.
Like, okay, this is how it's supposed to sound.
It's like
It
yo,
should never go out this
that's
line.
just not hip hop. It's not
That's
rap.
not hip hop. That's not rap. And even with this line that hip hop is dead or rap is dead, that's all lies, man. Like, it's just that now the main focus is more on like
Mm.
the trap and the commercial stuff. But there's
There's
still
more
guys.
there's more diversity. That's how I look at it.
There's more diversity. It's not like now if you really want to listen to like conscious or hardcore rap, you find guys like that
Yeah.
that are still spitting like that, still spitting like it's the 80s or the 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like now. I understand the main focus is these new cats and this new sound and everything, but like the old stuff is still out there.
Yeah.
It's not even old stuff. They still make nice music
Yeah.
that appeals to like that crowd with conscious or boom bap or real hip hop.
Real hip hop, trap,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Trap
So
soul. I mean, there's a lot.
there's a lot of subgenres to it now.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of subs.
yeah, and there's never been any rules, so it's like
anything.
yeah, because from where it started, like from how hip hop actually started from way back, it's way different
It's way different.
from how it started. So if they want to actually go back to like the roots and the original real
We
hip hop,
ditch a lot of things.
we'll ditch a lot of things, a lot of things,
A lot of things.
and it was a lot faster.
Yeah.
Like with the beats and
the
the BPM,
tempo was
the
very
tempo
up.
was very up from
Yeah.
break beats to all that stuff, and the fact that hip hop is not an original genre; it's taken from another genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff like that.
It shows, I guess, when something comes about that like that,
Yeah,
that's something that's growing. It's not defined.
yeah,
You know? And in any case, I feel like music is not. It's not rigid. It's not stagnant.
yeah.
Music evolves.
Yeah, it's
and
supposed to evolve. Yeah.
There's no other way.
No.
It's just that's the way.
Yeah,
You know, you're not gonna hear everyone singing like Whitney Houston, even though we might regard Whitney as one of the greatest vocalists.
yeah,
you know, you'll still find other vocalists that will do it differently and will
Their way.
still admire them and
Yeah.
give them the same praise as we would a Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, obviously we've covered the fact that the beat making came about, the rapping,
Yeah.
and obviously you got onto the singing. So for you, when did you decide, yo, like, screw everything else, music, I'm yours, take me?
Yeah. So after high school, I went to DUT to go upgrade my studies first, and it was about a year. I was still doing music, but like I still hadn't like officially like said, you know what, I'm actually gonna do this alone. I'm actually going all the way,
Yeah.
you know. And after that year at DUT, I went to Teguni College to go study arts and graphic design.
Yeah.
So that year, I was like the year where I spent most of the time in studio, where I felt like, you know what, I have to give this like my full attention, and like everything was just like aligning to that. Like I was more focused on it. I just didn't have time for school like I did before, and all that stuff. So I think that was around about 2013,
And now what
if not 12.
what did
Yeah.
they say at home?
At home, like
You're a black dude, nigga.
yeah. So it really, okay. It's like this. Like it took a while for them to accept it, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause obviously, like with most parents, they find music like it's not a real job. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like
True.
like, you know, as secure, as like guaranteed as
As a
as a 9 to 5
a
or some-
professional
a professional you know what I mean,
career.
career. Yeah. So during that time at Teguni College,
Yeah.
like I had a conversation with my mom. So I was like, you know what, Mom? Like I've been trying to like, you know, convince myself that okay, fine, this music thing might not work out. It's not. I'm not sure. Maybe I want to do it, or maybe I don't want to do it. But like, no matter what I do, I keep getting drawn back to it.
Yeah.
Like I can't run away from it. Like I really love this, and I really want to do this. So, you know what? I would like to pursue this as my career. So after that, in Teguni College, I went to go study at Creative Arts College for my music diploma,
Yeah.
music and sound and technology. So that's where, and obviously now that it's like a professional institution, she also took it like as serious.
Yeah.
So you know what?
The
At least
boy
you,
is
you know what I
serious.
mean. You have it on paper now. You qualified to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Go ahead.
go ahead and do it.
I mean,
And
that was smart of you.
so yeah, so like it took a lot of convincing, but like I broke it down for it's like the other opportunities in music and what I could do, and you know, yeah,
And not only that, but like you're very diverse.
yeah,
So I feel like, you know, it was a good decision on your part to see that yo, you know, and fine, I want to do music, but the way that you think of music is different to how I see music, because obviously you see so many different aspects or portfolios of it
yeah,
where you could fit in
yeah,
and create something for yourself.
yeah.
So I mean, I want to ask you this: what at the moment, what's more important to you? Is it being a recording artist, or is being a producer, or is it being a songwriter?
Right now, I'd say all of that. Fun enough, it's like all of that. Like I somehow find time to do all of that.
Yeah, but what's more important? What do you spend most of your time doing?
All of that.
You do.
Trust me. Like it's like if I make a beat,
Yeah.
if I make a beat, fine, and then I give it to an artist or whatnot, I find myself either like coming up with the concept, that's okay from making the beat to songwriting, and then obviously I have to engineer the song, so it like covers. You know, I don't just make the beat and like okay leave it and then boom, and then like okay however takes it, and then I just
Also, it for you, when it all depends on how it is when you're mixing and mastering.
Yeah, and who takes the song? If like obviously if it's not like somebody that I'm close with or work with all the time, I can just give them the beat and they can do whatever with it. It's like cool. I don't get involved in the process.
Yeah.
But like if it's like somebody that I work with all the time at the studio and whatnot, if they need my opinion on stuff like that, I find myself being involved in the track. So it's not only just making the beat now. I'm involved in the songwriting process or producing the song.
Yeah.
And obviously mastering and engineering the song of how it comes out. So that's what I'm saying. I find myself doing all of that.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, they want me to
Yeah.
feature on the song, which probably I didn't expect that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, could you feature on the song? Yeah.
So right now, okay, besides Yashna,
Yeah.
I know you're working with Yashna. Any other artists that you are working at on a regular basis?
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
There's Simi Sims. There's so many artists. Rhyme Time. There's Astro. I'm probably gonna forget some of the cats. There's
Yeah.
Prege.
Prejudice.
There's Mkel. There's K Loki. The Scorch.
You're still working with Loki.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Scorch. There's Levonke. There's Nepo.
Oh my God.
There's Bombza.
You're just mentioning.
There's
that's
Jolly.
Like, there's only brilliant people.
KC Pop. There's Biggie Sound. There's the cast. Yo, bro, I'm gonna forget. Like, there's so many people, bro. Like, I'm gonna forget. Like, there's so many people.
That's a lot. It goes to show that, I mean, you are very talented
Shout
at
out,
what you
Ndawo.
do, dog.
Thanks, my G.
Because, I mean, you wouldn't have all those people. Because all those are talented people from my standpoint, from what I know. I know most people might not know everyone that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
But I know some of, like, Nepo.
Yeah.
Damn. And obviously Loki.
Loki, yeah.
You know, that's someone that people that watch this that they may know.
Mm.
And obviously Yashna.
Yes, obviously, Yash. Yeah.
So I mean, that's
There's a lot of people, bro. Like,
that's a very hectic list, so to say.
different genres. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Different genres.
Yeah.
So do you like what do you prefer? Which genre? Do you have a genre of choice that you prefer to work on? Where you're like, yo, I'd rather spend much time working on with just hip hop acts or just on hip hop production, or R&B or
I wouldn't
Afropop.
say I wouldn't say I don't actually have a favorite. Like, I would say my favorite thing to do is to mix genres.
Oh,
Yeah.
have a cross.
Yeah, that's like, but I don't have like a favorite genre that I'd like to do, because I'm always like trying to fuse and create my own genre, try something new and whatnot. So, yeah.
Any in terms of that, anything that has popped off that you say, yo, I think we might be onto some subgenre here.
We have a sound that we do with Scorch. It's like Kwaito trap,
Yeah.
Kwaito rap. We take like these Kwaito songs or that Kwaito feel and put it into trap, and obviously with that it makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
So whether we take like for example, the song we took I'm sure it's
Yeah.
Iskog, and we chopped
That's
that.
a nice jam.
Yeah, we chopped that and we made it into trap.
Seriously?
And like into like a commercial vibe.
So-
So when you hear it, it's very like, oh, you recognize the chorus, so
Yeah.
it's already got you with that. And
You guys made a
Yeah.
trap track off of Monko Iskog.
yeah, that
Shit.
and also with like, since the Mapiano has been like trending and
Mm.
stuff like that, it's like we try to mix that with like hip hop. Okay, I try to, because I've done that alone most of the times. Yeah,
Dude,
So,
you were a
with
scientist when you in studio.
I just experiment, bro. Like,
So you're trying to fuse hip hop and piano.
yeah, we're not trying to. We actually did it. So, and yeah, and I did some pop stuff with Yash.
Yeah.
Yeah, really dope. stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just there's a lot, bro. Like
Wow.
Yeah.
And when are we hearing this piano trap? I'm interested. I'm
Yeah,
curious about that.
this
Like,
year is the
because
like
I'll tell you why. You know,
yeah.
me, okay, I'm not a one genre person when it comes to what I listen to.
Yeah.
I listen to anything that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I listen to amapiano as well, even though it's not my favorite genre. It's
Yeah.
not my choice or go to
Yeah,
all the time.
But it's music.
You know, it's
so,
good music. I cannot dispute it.
Yeah.
You know, so I was curious, like, okay, you know, everyone is doing my piano. You see, like, hip hop artists switching, and suddenly everyone is just doing my piano.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, yo, why can't these people just be creative and be like, stick to where you are, but then invite on my piano?
Yeah.
Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
So when can we hear some?
Yeah, this is the year of dropping, because what always happens is, since I make a lot of music,
Yeah.
and yeah, I never I always second guess my drops. Yeah. So yeah, this year is the year of dropping. So probably after like mid-year, I'll start like dropping more songs.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
from Ndawo.
Yeah,
This is your
my
music.
own material, my music.
So
yeah.
what can we expect? Should we expect it in a full body of work or just singles?
I actually have projects lined up, like
Projects. Well, yeah.
lined up. But
You'd
now,
expect that from a producer who raps, sings on his own
Yeah.
beats.
so I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop a project or not, but like singles, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of singles, a lot of singles,
Yeah.
a
You-
lot.
you
Because
would-
my thing is, before, like, you know, because I always say this, you can drop, but now it's like after you drop, like, what are you
What
doing after
happens?
that? You know. And it's always like whack when somebody says, "Oh, did you drop?" And like you tell me, "Yo, I dropped." They shouldn't be even asking the question.
Yeah,
You're like,
you should
"Oh,
know.
that thing you dropped." You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely, this is the year of dropping more
Yeah.
songs.
Like,
more songs.
and
Yeah.
any features that we can expect from you?
Yash, of course, Truey.
That's not even a feature. That's more like a substandard.
Default. Bombza.
Yeah.
Who else I got there? Loki, probably,
Yeah.
most likely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Me,
and-
I'm just speaking for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scorch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. But yeah, you never know. Somebody else might
Somebody
come up. Yeah,
else.
something else might come up, and yeah.
So I mean, do you have your own you have your own studio?
Yeah, on studio.
And what inspired you to build that? Like, you know, when
No,
did you
it-
see like the need? I need a studio.
No, we didn't actually build it per se, but like it was already there. So we had like first it was called Makutu Studios. There was a timer that owned the studio before. So,
Yeah, as in a timer, your father, or
No.
a timer. You
Timer.
put in respect.
Yeah, putting
Oh,
respect.
okay.
Yeah, so he owned the place, and Scorch introduced me to him. So we started working there as engineers and
Mhm.
doing like some projects for him on the side. And over time, he wanted to go out the place. So we took the lease, and it became our studio. And obviously, all my clientele came to that studio. So now it's my studio.
Oh, okay. So so you get artists that can come into studio and pay for sessions, and
Yeah,
obviously that's how you make revenue
yeah.
to sustain the rent.
You know what I mean?
Ah.
Yeah,
So basically, you're running a full-on business.
basically.
So for people that don't know, don't hit him up on yo, how's the beat? You gotta
Yeah.
pay.
You gotta pay.
You gotta pay for these beats. The man
Yeah.
told you he spent 5 months on a program that he didn't even know. Sleepless nights trying to figure it out to teach himself and make these beats. And he's out here producing magic. I wanna talk about, I mean, with the work that you've done with Yashna, obviously, because I mean,
Mm.
that's one artist where, you know, most of I feel like you know you work mostly with,
Yeah.
and I have no dispute to that. I like it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love. Keep doing what you guys are doing.
Shout out, man.
For you, first of all, how's it
Yeah.
working with her?
She's dope.
Are
She's
you
dope.
saying that because she's
No,
sitting
okay,
in
let
the
me just-
background?
She's dope. Yeah, no, but like it's very organic and very like easy and natural, you know? Cuz like I said, she's very dope and talented at what she does. And but like over time, like I've had to like how can I put it? She likes to overthink stuff.
Yeah, she did. She
And
does mention
yeah,
that a
she
lot.
likes to overthink stuff. So I'm basically here to calm her crazy and you know
Yeah. Oh, explain.
Yeah.
It explains the song.
yeah just so like because she's super dope, but she tends to like not doubt herself, but to overthink a lot
Yeah.
of things. Like I said, yeah, and I'm like if she does a take or she does a song, I'm like, yo, this is dope. We definitely gonna use it. Like
No.
not too sure. And then I'm like, yo, we're actually gonna use this. And then obviously after
OCD.
putting some magic and whatnot and a bit of convincing,
Yeah.
and it comes out dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the process is very organic, and we've been working together for a while, so it's very
It's very easy.
not easy.
Well,
Maybe yeah. It just depends on the days. Yeah.
but I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are productive. Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
we get the final product,
Yeah.
which is
We drop
what's
on
needed.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very good with like deadlines and and documenting stuff. Yeah, like
With-
so
with
we can't
all-
we can't miss a
With
deadline.
all that
Yeah.
nitty gritty. Like.
Yeah. She's a perfectionist with like a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, so
Wow,
Yeah.
great. Well, that's a good thing. More 5 points for that. You know.
shut up. Shut up. Yeah.
Chemistry 2.
Yeah.
What was the direction for you guys with chemistry 2, to be specific?
Okay, I wouldn't say direction, but we knew that okay, from like chemistry 1 it was dope.
Yeah.
We just knew like okay, this one we have to take it up a notch. It just has to sound way doper than chemistry 1, you know, to show that obviously as artists we've evolved, and you know, you're just trying to make it, you know, a notch up compared to the previous project.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, and hence like the songs were done, and then I told her I was like, yo, there's something missing. Like, you know, I hear everything, you know, but there's something missing. So we just need some keys or maybe saxophone to fill in some parts, and you know, with the music
Yeah.
and to make it, you know, come alive like that. So yeah, so when you listen to the project now, you know, it's
It's
That's
very
dope.
musical.
it's very musical and very dope.
Very musical.
So we achieved what we wanted to do, was to make it better than chemistry 1, to
Yeah.
evolve, to show that people, you know what, we took it up a notch this time around. Yeah.
I mean, even on the production, bro. Like
Yeah. Shout out to Kululego and Tim Lewis. Yeah.
yo,
Tim Lewis. Yeah. Yeah.
it's super crisp.
Yeah.
Super crisp. Cause I mean, it's the whole project's like it's ready for radio.
Hope radio is
I'm-
ready for us.
I'm serious. The production is so clean. You know, radio should just eat that up.
Yeah, my G.
I mean,
We also hope so.
how much time goes in for you? I mean, because on that project you were on the
Yeah.
vocals, obviously production,
Yeah.
mixing and mastering, engineering, everything. How much of your time goes into that?
Per song or like the whole thing?
Let's say per song.
Okay.
Okay, what was the shortest? Which song took less time? Which song took the most?
I think the song that took the less time was Different. There's a song called Different. It's the intro.
Why different?
Because I had already recorded the chorus and my verse, and it's like a very short verse she had to do. And yeah, I think that was like the quickest one, and that was the first song that we did for chemistry.
Explains.
Yeah.
I could sense that because the reason why I say which one was the shortest, which
Yeah.
took the shortest time. Most likely, if I imagine, it's like it has to be the first one because right there the energy is just here and the
Yeah.
creativity is still fresh. The ideas are just bouncing around the head.
Yeah.
So I'd expect the first one to be the easiest.
It's not always the case, but like, yeah.
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 And then which one took the longest?
Which one took the longest actually? I'm not sure if it's you or selfish.
Those two, you could tell that there's a lot of time that was put in, especially you. Because
Yeah.
for me, that's my favorite. That's my favorite from the EP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you as like,
Mhm.
it's on point. It does the work. And
Yeah.
when I listened to it, I was like, there's a lot of work that went into this.
There's a lot of work, actually.
For me, it was the marquee song for the whole project. I was like, this is the one. That's why I even opted to use it for the listening session.
Yeah.
As the backing track.
The backing track.
Because I was like, if I wanted people to hear a song from this project, this is the one.
Yeah.
So shout out to you guys once again.
Shout out, man.
And all the time, I guess it wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, my G. It paid off. All those late nights. Yeah. It paid off.
And so now, going forward, 2020, plans for now.
2020.
Besides, obviously, the drops that we're going to get, as promised.
Yeah, I also just want to, get more visuals. And, I want to get more visuals and obviously more singles. And work with more people, actually. I know I'm working with a lot of people.
You still need more people to work with,
more, okay, at least more established people. And, just to get my name out there even more.
And growth, obviously.
And growth, yeah. So, more videos, more content. Yeah. That's what you can expect from me.
So right now, this is such a cliche thing. But for me, because you're very heavily invested in the music, in terms of you're not just an artist who's recording, so you're also behind the scenes.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what's the status of the South African music scene? Are we moving in the right direction? If we are, point out what makes you say that. If we're not,
sounds like a very political question.
I just listen. Everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
This is just you. This is how you view. I know you pay a lot of attention to music.
Yeah.
As per se, and for that I can assume that you pay attention also to what's happening closest to you.
Yeah, South African music, right?
Yeah, overall, not just one genre, because you're not a one genre person.
Yeah, I feel like we're still heavily influenced, westernized a lot. We still look to America for validation, because there's this thing that happens with most artists. Okay, most artists coming up, and obviously through TV and everything, they feel like America sets the standard of making nice music. Hence, they have the Grammys, the best awards for music all over the world. So I still feel like we have so much going on here. We have our own thing going on, but we still want that international or Western validation, which we don't need. Because I feel like back in the days, your Brenda Fassies and your Lebo Matosas, your who's this, Busi Mhlongo and all that stuff, they were so South African and so true to their origin and their music that they were international.
That's true. Ladysmith, Black Mambas.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm not saying now, obviously, everyone has to be all African and tribal and beat the drums.
That's what everyone starts to assume as soon as you talk like that.
Yes, but no, but I still feel like, yo, we have our own thing going on, and like, you know, we don't actually need that Western validation, you know, because music back then, they used to take up music this side and take it that side and sell it back to us.
And
The same way they did with gold,
yeah.
basically, because Africa is where the source is at. We still have the source. This is where everything is at. So back to your question, because I went. So I feel like we're going in the right direction. It's just that, with music, there's no rules, and there's no like. If you a kid out there, you're inspired by like international people, it's not a problem.
It's
no,
acceptable.
it's acceptable. Like, you know, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna mention the word South Africa, it's gotta have something South African about it.
Yeah.
You know, that's my whole thing. If you're gonna say South Africa, it's gotta have something about it that's South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta. You know what I normally say? It's
Yeah.
like, you know, when if you're from here,
Yeah.
if you're from Africa, if
Yeah.
you say you're from Africa and you're taking your music internationally,
Yeah.
you say you want to be an international artist. One, you gotta be good enough
Yeah.
for the international market.
Yeah.
You know, because like you say, if you're taking your music out of here and you've got a similar sound to what's out there
Yeah.
internationally, then they will also grade you based on that.
Yeah.
And 9 out of 10 times, you might not strike the right pole there,
Yeah.
you know, but they are outliers,
Mm.
you know, who do manage to go that far,
Yeah.
like your Palatons,
Yeah.
you know. They are a rock band, and
Mm.
the international rock band welcome them. So I mean, even with us, if you look at hip hop,
Yeah.
and you get a Shane Eagle, he's kind of getting love internationally
Yeah.
because he makes music that's sort of easily relatable to people there.
That's right. Yeah.
But also, if you look at the content of his music,
Mm.
where does it come from? It's here. So I'm just trying to point out
Yeah.
things to do that people should consider when they thinking about, you know, making music
Mm.
to appeal to an international audience.
Yeah.
And lastly, the African source that you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's what the international market expects when you're from Africa.
Yeah. That's what they
They
looking for,
expect, you know, that's why your Upena boy
Yeah.
is doing well.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at Twitter and people were complaining that your Upena boy was getting Grammy nominations off of samples from
Fela Kuti.
yeah.
That was dope.
And I
Actually,
was like, are you people crazy?
nah.
Like, I mean, do you understand? I respect Burna Boy for that.
It's
For me,
it's
I
keeping. It's like he's keeping the music alive.
Yes, that's he's reviving African music. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
You know, if
and
an
it's not
art-
exactly the same.
exactly, he switched it up.
Yeah.
He-
Modified it.
You know,
added
if
some,
you
yeah.
hear those songs, like the original songs, you wouldn't
Mm.
want to listen to them now.
Nah.
You know.
wouldn't. Yeah.
So because of Burna Boy, like Femi's music has come back to life.
Yeah.
You know, so we gotta appreciate that, and you gotta appreciate artists. And I just feel like, you know, artists are under so much pressure,
Yeah.
you know, because of people's expectations.
Yeah.
So if you're an artist, just be yourself. You know,
Yeah.
that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
Be authentic.
Authentic to your story, and
It's gotta be real, and it's
yeah.
good. You can't deviate way too much. you
Yeah.
know.
That's the same thing that happened to Anati.
Yeah.
Like, soon as he got more in touch with like his
His roots.
And that's a perfect example because his sound was like so jiggy and so like African at the same time, but like the quality and like the packaging of everything appealed to an international market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was also dope about it. And through that, you got the credits for the songwriting for Beyonce or something
Yeah.
like that with the brown skin, what.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won that Soul Train award. So, you know,
Yeah. For you, who's ticking the boxes as far as, what we're
South
talking?
African
Yeah.
music. I'd say Questio,
Yeah.
AKA, because he uses a lot of like South African samples
Mm.
to always like reference from that. It's
Yeah.
dope. Casper. Yeah, with the Kwaito stuff, like I'm a fan of Kwaito, so he always does it for me.
Yeah,
like,
it does justice there.
yeah, it does justice with the Kwaito stuff. Where else would
Obviously, Anati, you mentioned him.
Yes, Anati. I cannot forget Anati. Yeah, and Maporis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maporis.
Yeah,
and-
Maporis, like,
Yeah.
I feel like we don't appreciate him enough as far as the South African music is
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
He's done a lot.
a lot. And like what I like about that dude is like it's his positioning. Whether it's Gom,
Yeah.
that's like trending and hot, he's there at the right place, forefront. Whether it's hip hop, he's there, forefront. Afrobeat, he was there, forefront. Tribal, he was there, forefront. Piano, he's there.
Afropop.
Afropop,
My
he's there.
thing is all bro.
You know what I mean? So he's like, I think he's very underrated.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's very underrated.
Very underrated.
Yeah, he has the sauce. He has the sauce, and that's also one of the things I wanted to like accomplish in Durban, where like when you go to a sort of like if you go to Joburg, okay, okay, if I go to maybe Issa or like Tweezy or like Makwa,
Yeah.
I am gonna get that hit I'm looking for. If I go maybe to like California, I have to look for Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That vibe. So if if I go to Durban. It's like, yo, where's Neo, bro? I need to find Neo. That's that's the type of like
Yeah.
standard
I
that I'm
feel
going for.
like you're doing a great job as far as working yourself into that
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, my G.
Because I mean, I can vouch for you. I mean,
Shout.
you listen. I can't make music, but I listen to music, and this man's work. Whether I mean, he's someone to work with.
Yeah.
If I was an artist,
Yeah.
purely, let's say I'm just an artist. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
One, I know I can learn from you,
Yeah.
and definitely I'll get a good quality sound.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, bro.
So what more would an artist need?
Yeah.
So I mean, you are doing well just to be that marquee person as far as
Yeah.
music is concerned in Durban.
Durban, yeah, man.
So stay
I always
there.
wanted to
Don't,
be like that
don't switch.
tastemaker, man.
and I'm glad that throughout this whole conversation, you haven't mentioned anything. I need to go to Joburg and
About that, bro, like, we always have this conversation, like, with a lot of people. And I feel like, okay, at this era or age that we're in right now, I feel like I don't have to go to Joburg for Joburg people to know my music.
yeah,
We have the internet right now.
true.
So if you're like an artist in Durban, you have to work. I understand you have to work twice as hard. You have to work so hard that the hype is unavoidable everywhere else. Like, you so hot that like in Joburg, like, yo, there's this cat in Durban. If you go to like Eastern Cape, wherever, there's this cat in Durban. Because with the internet, you can achieve that. You know what I mean? You can achieve all of that. And another thing is there's like this false, I don't know, fairy tale story about Joburg. It's like, okay, as soon as you go up, like there's this guy at the airport, like, yo, you want to blow up, you should follow me. And then things will just happen. No, and the thing is it's like this, bro. I've been in Joburg like 3 or 4 times. Like, it's very different. If you go on your own, it's different.
Yeah,
But if you go there with people waiting for you, or some people like have heard of you, the reception is way different, and how you treated as an artist and whatnot. But if you just go by yourself, like, okay, I want to go to Joburg. I'm just gonna go.
I'll see.
And
When
I'll
I'm
see.
Pambi.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like you have to work twice as hard. Like, work so like extra that the hype is unavoidable everywhere else. I mean, they act as if Durban is just like a small town.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people here.
Du-
Maskandi artists do it. They do it. They get the job done. I don't. Maybe we should start looking into that.
You know,
How they do it.
you know what I was saying the other day? I was
You
like, you know, in order for people to consume music online, we need more Maskandi artists online.
Yeah.
Anything, because
Yeah.
we cannot run away from the fact that those people, they hold a huge audience as far as the South African public is concerned.
Yeah.
You know, and they have a loyal audience,
Loyal audience.
which doesn't mind, you know.
And because they do like the groundwork, bro. Like you get cats that I meet, like they don't want to perform at the workshop. It's not cool enough.
Yeah,
They want to perform at a club.
it's below par.
You know what I mean, stuff like that. But like, you never know, like the type of audience you can get there. Like, you know what I mean? Because you get people that are not on Facebook, that are not on Twitter, but they just genuinely like your music because it's the first time they heard you. They just want to buy that CD and whatnot. And sometimes you have to take the music to the people. You can't just be like people, like hope people will find you and, they'll just search for you. You know what I mean? You have to take it to the people and you have to do the groundwork and just,
That's true. I like what you mentioned. Like, artists not choosing where to perform. Like,
I feel like now.
But nobody knows you.
No, these days, bro, it's like, I don't know, the hunger for it is just like the standards to the hunger now. Before there wasn't like any standards to the hunger.
You remember when you used to see when Justin Bieber just blew up, and you'd see videos of him standing on somewhere playing a guitar and singing.
Subway, playing a guitar there on the streets.
Look at
Bieber.
Look at Justin Bieber now.
Yeah.
He wasn't an idiot. He might have been an idiot to someone else then, but look at now.
Yeah. That's how you got discovered.
So, I mean, if you're hungry, if you really, really want something, there's got to be nothing that's ethical that you're not willing to do.
Bro, if you really want it, you have to sacrifice for it. Actually, go and get it, bro.
Because, I mean, you could be an artist. I mean, here you are yourself. I mean, let's say, for instance, you walking around a workshop.
Yeah.
There's an act who's out there, workshop, and they happen to sound good. Who's to say you won't stop and be like, yo, this person would sound nice on a record or a record that I'm working on. Or, yo, that person has what I'm looking for right now. Because, I mean, even though you are not a big person, so to say, but I mean, like, in terms of resources, you have all the money, in a position to give out opportunities just like that, and then you blow up and you everywhere.
Yeah.
But you can give some sort of opportunity because you have some resources, so to say. So, I mean, if people are not putting themselves out there, then you're doing a disservice to yourself.
Yeah, my G, that's
that's
the way to put it.
Yeah,
like, that's the way to put it.
I mean, we've run out of time. So before we close this, I'll give you an opportunity to say anything we might have missed over our conversation, whether it's advice or it's something that's, you feel you need to voice out. It's a platform for that. So.
Yeah. Okay, firstly, thank you guys for having me on the show, bro. Like,
thank you for agreeing to come down.
Shout out, bro.
It's quite late and you're still here.
Yeah, I know I'm not like established already and other stuff.
Well, so, since you're here, you are established.
So like advice I'd like to give to any artist that's watching this or probably listening, whatever. Man, just keep at it. Just keep doing what you love to do, and just trust your gut and your instinct. Like, I know getting like people's approval and opinions, because we humans, we obviously want like what people like, and you want to get other people's opinions and get other people involved. But if you truly love something, stand by it and stand for it, and like, just do it, man. Pursue it. If you love it, pursue it.
Absolutely.
That's my message for the day.
And your social media handles, where can people find you if they want to work with you, dog? We've been saying you're good. How can people work with you?
On IG, it's at Soul Brother Ndawo. And then on Twitter,
Oh yeah, that's your cam.
boom. On IG, it's at Soul Brother Ndawo. And on Twitter, it's at Ndawo_Neo. And on Facebook, it's Neo Picasso Ndawo. Yeah, I'm not going to give you my cell phone number.
How much do you charge for a beat? Kidding. Okay.
Hit me up on Instagram. Don't be shocked. Yeah.
Ndawo Ndawo, thanks for joining us, bro.
Oh, wait, shot by G.
Otherwise, you can follow us on Instagram at GNPS_podcast. You can follow myself at General_Njiniela. You can follow Tiny at Tiny Films. Catch us next time. Shout out to Tulane. Shout out to Umrizi, who are also out here in the background. Catch us next time. Peace.